What happened?
Unbelievable.
I can't believe watching that. This is me and Pete this time. We're going to try something a bit different, but I can't. I'm speechless. I go start something. I don't know what to say.
I think Patrick Van Aanholt's spot on. Crystal Palace are the better team.
I capitulate.
Oh wait, no, they got beat 4-0. Nah, on a serious note, 3 goals in the last
5 minutes or whatever. It was first 5 minutes of the first half.
Unbelievable. I couldn't get
To anyone watching, we never. When was the last time we did that in the Premier League? Score 3 goals in 5.
probably.
I know probably 1 or 2 times in the last 10 years we've probably scored 2 in 5 minutes, but we've never ever done that before. I don't know. I'm just At the minute, guys, we're currently watching Tottenham Middlesbrough. So by the time this goes up, you'll know what the result is. But hopefully, Tottenham and both Manchester clubs, especially, win tomorrow. I'm astonished because we thought oppositely, because you were quite confident, whereas I felt we'd get beat because I felt the Big Sam factor would make a difference. So if I'm looking at the screen, you'll know why, because it's the Tottenham Middlesbrough game that we're looking at. But I felt the Big Sam factor would make a difference. I felt Van Aanholt would have been really up for it, even though he's got his issues getting back. Well, say at least getting back going forward. I think he still is a big threat, but it wasn't just him today. To be fair, the whole
all week, everything's just felt positive. Like the manager's been positive, the players have been positive. Everything's just been positive.
Well, for those of you who don't know, actually, because we and Pete had a few discussions earlier in the week, and we were saying, and I said to you, I felt Van Aanholt leaving positive. It might have been a positive difference because attitude-wise. Excuse me for saying this, he's a dick. I'm sorry, he doesn't come across as a likeable character whatsoever. So I feel that it's amazing Big Sam managed to get something out of him last season. I think he probably will again, but saying that, I just think him being gone makes a difference because you can see straight away that you were there on Tuesday night, I wasn't there. Did the players look like they were more playing for each other on Tuesday?
Yeah, they were good. They were worth a point on Tuesday, I would say.
Yeah. But I mean, it's hard. It's easy to do that against Tottenham, though, isn't it? I mean, today, the first half today, they looked like there was a real determination. I mean, the first half was the Tompkins header, the only real chance Palace had in that first half.
Yeah, it's only shot.
I mean, so I can't believe that.
We may not seem happy, but we just honestly.
We're in awe. I'm delighted. I'm over the moon with that. I don't see it because I'm in shock that it's happening. It still hasn't properly sunk in. It'll probably sink in later when I watch a match of the day. And for once, we can actually watch it for a change.
You said yourself earlier, all the goals happened one after the other so quickly in the first half. Everything that happened then.
And especially because we're usually on the receiving end of that. We're usually, Palace fans will know especially what that's like because we were lost 4-1 to them a few years ago.
I think all our emotions were in the first half. Like, second half, there's no...
Yeah, we went mental when every goal went in. But then afterwards, we're like, wow, that actually happened.
I think the second half, everything's kind of just been drained out of it because we couldn't really get carried away. Second half, we were winning 4-0. Palace weren't going to come back from that. So
I was still nervous at half time.
We should have done the video at half time. It would have been.
Imagine if we'd done that though. We lost 5-4.
Oh God! Oh no!
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Christ.
It's like Arsenal fans feeling they're 4-0 up at Newcastle.
YouTube
bloopers. Yeah. Get in with 1. Oh crap! I just can't believe that. Because for a Big Sam team, I was surprised that they were so bad at the back. I mean, I know you don't rate Palace defensively, but even then, you would figure Allardyce would have had them more focused than that. But it might just be a player issue thing.
I mean, but as a team, we were brilliant today. But individually, I mean, going through everyone was good, so I'm not going to single out.
Kone and Dong, especially, I thought. Rodwell, I thought was good actually before he went off.
Yeah, Rodwell was good, but Oviedo very good as well. Defensively, solid, and he went forward well. Defoe took his chance well. Januzaj got a couple of assists.
I know.
Everyone.
I'm not going to get carried away about Oviedo yet because although I agree, I thought he was fantastic today on his debut. Sorry about that. I've had a cold all week, lush. But I thought Oviedo was very good today. I thought he was fantastic. But I'm not going to get carried away because some players can have a good debut and fade away after that. And the big thing is keeping him fit. That was what we signed him. But I just think straight away when I mentioned the Van Aanholt leaving character thing. Does it just mean that Oviedo instantly seem more likeable than Van Aanholt?
Yeah.
Just when you watch him play, when you look at the interviews and the pictures and whatnot, I mean, you can make anything from those, but I just feel personally he looks a more likeable bloke. And I just feel I'm getting tired of people. Oh, I thought Tottenham would score there. I know people. I wish people stop having a go at David Moyes for signing players he knows because, Advocat did that with Lens. So that's just one example. Loads of Poyet did that with Bridcut and Buckley. So everybody does it. Martin O'Neill did that with Quayer, even though he was crapping way past it. But that's my point. With Oviedo, if he knows he's not going to give him any trouble, that's going to give him peace of mind. And then the rest of the team will probably bounce off that. So I think if this is a huge if based on this season, if we can keep him fit, then I think he could look to be a very good signing. If he keeps this up,
to be fair though, everyone says he's injury prone. He's broke his leg. It's not like injury after injury after injury. He had one long-term injury. That's
did you say apparently he's trained every day for the last so many months?
He's
and I know training's not the same as a game, but it helps. It's definitely at least keep match fitness up. I don't know. I'm sum
up the goals for anyone who didn't watch the game.
Okay. Okay, where do you start? I think Corney's one. Corney's I like very much because he was because again, my football knowledge I've said in the past isn't as good as everybody else's, but Corney was down on the floor, and I didn't think he would. If he said to me just seconds before he'd score from that, I didn't think he would. But he did well to react and get his body in the right position.
Billy Jones done well, challenged the keeper. Ball was there to be won. No foul. Great finish.
But we pressed them though. That's the thing. We did the intensity still didn't drop. And then you look at the second one. I remember you really loved the second goal, didn't you? Because I thought we watched it like a stream, and it was fuzzy. And I thought originally Hennessy had saved it, and then I heard Pete start the scream, and I saw that the net had bulged. And actually,
was behind, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 seconds behind the whole game. But no, the second one was good. And then Defoe's two. It's typical Defoe, isn't it? It's the type of 2 finishes he's got.
I mean,
that's it. But if everyone go on,
the third one went absolutely. I think forget the fourth one a minute. The third one was even in disbelief as well. That when Defoe put the third one in, we went absolutely ballistic. And the fourth one went in. I think we just went, oh my god, what's going on?
Yeah. Like 1-0, we thought right, good. But you know did you think we'd win when we were 1-0 up?
I didn't even think we were 4-0 up, man.
Did you see? I didn't think we would. I thought Palace would get something out of the game, but I thought at 2-0, I thought, if you keep it at 2-0 at half-time, I have a chance. Then 3-0, I thought, what is happening here? And then 4-0, I thought, hang on a minute, this is not a dream, right? We never do this.
I feel like I'm not happy, and I feel like I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked.
You're still in awe.
I'm just like, it's Sunderland. That's all I can say. It's Sunderland. Like, do you know what I mean?
But it's also Sunderland to have that on the receiving end, because we've had it so many times, over the last few seasons at home especially, and I can't believe that. What was it? I just don't get. Was it a mixture of? What do you think? Was it a mixture of Palace being poor or us being very good? I think it was probably like 75-25 us being good as a team. But
I think the best way to describe my emotions, I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm not shocked. I'm confused. I'm not shocked because, like I say, it's Sunderland. I wouldn't say Sunderland are capable of producing that, but Sunderland
we're not going to win 4-0 against teams every week. Though.
No,
we're not going to. We're not expecting that. But all I mean is that this, to me, again, going into the game. Whatever. I mean, I know Pete doesn't so much. I think Palace have got a squad that's underperforming, but I do feel they're still in the bottom 3. For me, we should be going there and getting a result, in my opinion. But it felt especially nice when it was 2-0. I imagine you probably weren't like this, but I felt at 2-0, the game at the Stadium of Light flashed back in my head because I thought we were 2-0 up in that game.
When Ndong scored, I thought, right, okay, we're all right here. But not when it was 1-0, wasn't. But absolutely brilliant anyway.
But for me, especially for the way we lost that game, and I still haven't forgotten that.
Best 45 minutes as a Sunderland supporter.
The second half. The second half, because that happened.
No, first half, definitely.
I wouldn't say best 45 minutes. I'd say the best last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
The last 5 minutes gone for half time. That was mental. I'm never going to forget that.
That's like you said. That's why I feel so weird at the moment. I think all of our emotion is drained out of us from that 45 minutes. Second half, we just sat back. The game was won. And we knew we had won. That's why I think now it's sunk in. So I think it's about 75 minutes into the game. It had sunk in what had happened.
Well, would you have believed it 7 days ago if someone said to you we'd hold Tottenham, who are one of the best sides in the league, to a 0-0 draw and look comfortable doing so, and then go win 4-0 at Palace?
Yeah.
Would someone have believed you? Would you believe that honestly if someone had told you a week ago? Because I wouldn't have done.
Everyone talks about that Rodwell statistic. And now,
one thing, sorry to interrupt. I am so glad we finally won with Rodwell. Can people please stop using that against him, because he's not a bad player.
Do you think there's anything in that Van Aanholt statistic? He's gone 2 clean sheets straight away, or not?
Ideally, I'd like to say yes, but I think we just look well. You were there on Tuesday night, like I said, I wasn't there. But from what I saw, the highlights, we looked solid defensively. And today, I thought we were very good. I thought Palace had a couple of chances in the second half, but they were all like Minone's got it easily. We just didn't look.
Hopefully, the injuries aren't serious because we need every player.
Yeah, that's the. Like I said, I'm happy for the Rodwell thing because I don't think Rodwell's a bad player. I think there's a player in there. We just need to get it out of it. But like you said, the injuries though, that's the really big negative.
And Rodwell, we need that now. Like I said, we didn't.
If they're all back for next week, then I don't think they would be, would they? I think maybe Januzaj possibly. I'm not sure, but
like I say, if we can pick up another 3 points against Southampton, you've got a week break. Hopefully, get Catmore, Kershaw, and Pickford back.
I'm not going to try and jinx it, but we are the last game Southampton play before Wembley. So I'm hoping. I mean, I think we've got to go in there. Look, even I think going into today's game, I got asked you by you a couple of times would I take a point at Palace, and I'm usually like Sam Allardyce in some ways, even though I'm not a manager, I'm not as no, it wouldn't be anywhere near as good. But I said respect the point, make sure you don't lose first. But I said to you a couple of times, no, we need to win, we need to go beat Palace. Southampton, I'm kind of like could do with another win, but imagine how much pressure's off that game. I know there's still pressure, but there's pressure off that game because we won today.
Yeah.
And the goal difference, let's not forget that. That's still a factor.
I wish we could have Selhurst Park our home.
Yeah, it's like three successive wins away at Palace, isn't it? How can we not beat them at home? Like, I just don't get it. But at Southampton, I feel the minimum we need to still just at least get something from the game because I still think Southampton's a good side, but there's an opportunity there to get at them.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't, but we need to make sure even if you don't win, keep an unbeaten run going. Just keep going and make sure that it counts for something. Because I was worried after Tottenham that we'd get beat against Palace and it wouldn't count for anything. So I'm still going to be a bit cautious going into next week. I'm not getting carried away because we've usually got one or two good results and then done bad afterwards.
I know. We've briefly talked about the goals, but how good were the goals? I mean,
actually, all of them were. They were well. The first two were good finishes, but the second two I thought were especially. I thought were well worked team goals.
Yeah.
They were well worked passing going up to it, and the finishing well. You know what's going to happen with Defoe? If we didn't have Defoe, someone would say, "Oh, well, they're going to go down because I haven't got a goal scorer." Whereas I'd rather we had a goal scorer but didn't have one.
I mean,
we still need to make sure Defoe doesn't get injured.
Ndong's goal was everything you want to see from a struggling club, like
the drive to win the first ball,
the
drive to win the 50-50 battles which were won, and it's so nice to see that happen for a change.
What a goal as well! I mean, absolutely.
That was that
goal. Weak at foot, I think.
If it proves to you, I said I've been a fan of Ndong since he's come in. I think he's very good. I think he was suffered. Do you think he suffered from the? We got him instead of Jan and Villa. But if you think about the wage difference...
Well, I've said for ages, I don't think he's been playing with good players around him. I think he needs Catmull and Kirchhoff alongside him week in, week out. I think Kirchhoff... I don't know what Gibson's going to be like, but I think Ndong needs good footballers around him as well.
Yeah, but Ndong was... For me, out the midfielders was my pick. I thought Rodwell did very good. I thought Januzaj had a decent game. I thought... It's hard to pick out anyone who had a bad game.
I think the goal I liked the most, well, probably was Ndong's, but I thought Defoe's first, Sunderland's third, was excellent. I mean, Januzaj's just perfectly weighted past to Defoe and takes a touch right across. Who was in goal? Was it Hennessy?
Hennessy, yeah.
Right across Hennessy in the fourth one.
Isn't he a former Wolves keeper as well? Why haven't they got Hennessy?
In the fourth one, what a pass, what a ball from Januzaj. I thought that was the only goal that Palace could have done more on. I thought
I thought they were slow to react to the first one.
Yeah,
because there's no way a centre back should have that much space and have the space to finish that.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
most of the goals
remember when you kept saying it was almost a year ago before we signed Kasri, although Kasri doesn't play now, how bad we are from set pieces, and we actually scored from a set piece. The first one was a set piece, wasn't it? So that says a lot. I can't.
Deserve 3 points.
That's an understatement.
Definitely.
For one, and again throughout the second half, it was comfortable to watch. And most games, even when we beat say Hull 3-0 earlier in the season, it was still not it wasn't comfortable until the last 20 minutes really. So I just don't. No, I don't know. I'm speechless. But
class.
Yeah, that's safe to say. That's class. So I've said this a lot. I just don't know what to say.
Not to put it down on the video, but what Michael meant earlier when he was saying, Palace fans, this is what we need. This is what happened.
Yeah, but I'll quickly
tell you how we feel.
Yeah, I'll quickly mention that. Yeah, I said on Twitter, I think I said on Twitter, I said a few times. I sent a video to BT Sport. That for Palace fans, that's honestly what when you beat us 4-1 when Bolasie got a hat-trick, that's how it felt for us.
You wouldn't be surprised to see Southampton do that to us next week, would you?
No, that's the sad thing.
You wouldn't be expecting Southampton go and do that to us next
I'd be livid if they did though, because that means that what were these two games for then? What was the point? But deal with that next week when you come to it. But as for now, like I said, Palace, honestly, when we look imagine Palace fans watching this. Imagine when we lost to Stoke, when we lost to Burnley recently in the league, when we lost to Norwich in the league last season in the league, when we lost to not QPR necessarily, when we lost to Villa, yourselves. That's how it feels. I especially wanted to win today for how they beat us at the Stadium.
Can we do it? That's the question. Can we stay up again?
To me, that entirely depends on how we do with sides around us.
Well,
but today was proof that I know it's one game, you need to do it consistently. But to me, today was proof that when we need to win, when we can win winnable games, because this is a fixture for me, we should be winning.
At this minute, as a Sunderland fan, if you're looking at it from the outside, so Sunderland, Hull, Swansea, Palace,
Borough, Leicester, so
yeah. In terms of who's looking good at the minute, like not in form, but like who would you not bet? I wouldn't say bet on, but obviously you've got Swansea looking revitalised, Hull looking revitalised.
Bearing in mind, can I just point out, those two could be just new manager
Obviously,
effects.
Sunderland picked up two good results. Leicester, Middlesbrough, and Palace are obviously Leicester because of their form, Palace because of today, and Middlesbrough because obviously with all the Karanka business and everything. They're the three at the minute that if you were their fans, you would be very worried. Obviously, as a Sunderland and Swansea Hull fan,
obviously though, the picture can easily change though.
Changes every week. Yeah.
That's why I'm not getting carried away. But I think, to me, Leicester, I think have got. I mean, I don't rate Leicester as highly, but I still think they've got too much to go down. But you never know. Newcastle, I thought had it last season. Look what happened. You look at Borough.
Hull were the team I was adamant about, but I mean, today's win, I'm not shocked at all because Liverpool have been.
They've been very because away from home, especially Liverpool have been very.
Quality.
That's a good win for Hull, though. I will admit that is a fantastic win for that kind of. That was the one negative results-wise for me, but at the same time, I wasn't surprised Hull got something. Whether to me, it depends if we beat sides around us.
Right now, you wouldn't even be surprised if, like I said ages ago, when the bottom three wasn't really changing, it kept on being after week in week out. Sunderland, Hull, and Swansea. Right now, you wouldn't. If Sunderland, Hull, Swansea stayed up and Palace.
I don't think Sunderland, Hull, Swansea will be the definitive three to go down. I think one or two of them might. But I think
if all three of them were to stay up, and Middlesbrough, Hull. Sorry,
that would be something. Like.
Middlesbrough, Leicester, and Palace.
And we're not forgetting Bournemouth of that mid. For me, I told you, I think Bournemouth could be that mid-table team that's slipping. They lost 6-3 today. They were 3-0 up against Arsenal at the start of the year, drew, and they lost to Palace. So who knows? Well, I'll leave the video there, guys, just because we're dragging on a little bit. But honestly, final words before we exit.
Great win. Same again next week.
Just to be clear, for Sunderland, not for Southampton. Okay, yeah, same. I think for me, we need to just at least concentrate on getting something against Southampton. And even if we don't win, just don't lose, because keep the unbeaten run going. But if we win against Southampton, who knows? But I will say, Southampton fans, I hope you lose next week, but I want you to win the cup, like. But
and thanks for signing there, Coney Allardyce.
Yeah. And thanks for signing Van Aanholt. Proof that, again, letting him go for 14 million, who can't defend, who's got a bad attitude. Yeah. Thank you very much. I will leave it there. See you later. Go on, boys. Let's do it. We can.